You know, one of the problems with doing the appraisal after you've selected the vehicle is the length of time it takes to get the numbers to the customer. Now, when you take somebody on a demonstration ride, okay, this applies to new cars, GM certified, Kia certified, or Motor Trend certified. When they come back from that demonstration ride, I mean, that's the height of their excitement, the height of their enthusiasm regarding that vehicle. And if you take 30, or does it, I mean, could it take 30 or 40 minutes?
Sometimes it could.
Yeah, I mean,
Saturdays.
with just 4 managers on a bid, as many cars as you guys sell? I mean, it could take a long time. What happens to the customer's level of enthusiasm and excitement? It's just human nature. It's going to. They start getting all logical. Plus, the early trade walk, I mean, what it does for you is you learn so much about a customer at their car. But it also gives you the opportunity to get the paperwork from their last purchase. Now, we talked a little bit about this yesterday. How do you get their paperwork? Well, if I ask you the question, Radar, do you have a vehicle service contract in your glove compartment?
What's that?
That's going to be the answer, because only 17% of the people that buy cars buy service contracts. I'm taking into consideration all the private sales as well. Well, I would say it's an extended warranty, something you would have purchased with your last vehicle. Did you happen to get it?
Let me look.
Okay, and by the way, if you'll give me all your paperwork, I can look there and we may be able to find you some hidden cash. And here's what I mean. When most people buy a car, they buy other products, whether it's a service contract, paintless dent repair, tire and wheel coverage, gap coverage, and there may be some products on there that you can cancel and get a refund on. So if you'll bring me all that paperwork, I'll go through it for you to see if we can't help you dig up some cash to create a little bit bigger down payment on your next vehicle. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay. That's a great reason to give a customer to get the paperwork. Now, let's get back to the service contract for a second. Most people are going to say no. Okay? How should you respond?
As in, what do you mean? How should you respond?
Well, if you asked me if I had a service contract, I said, no, I didn't buy one.
Well, that's too bad.
That's too bad, because the customer's going to say,
Why?
why? Well, here's why. If you had a service contract, two things could happen. Both of them good for you. Number one, if the service contract is still in force, okay, and we find a mechanical issue with your car, the service contract would pay for the repair, thereby raising the value of your trade as opposed to lowering the value, because we'd have to deduct for any potential repairs. Now, if your car is perfect, which we hope it is, it's still good for you, because if the service contract still had time or miles left on it, you cancel it and you're due a refund. This is something you really ought to consider on your next purchase. I mean, that's teeing the finance department up for a service contract sale right there. Now, let's take some other elements of the Motor Trend Certified Advantage.